Okay. We are back with some more Fiona Apple. Next up is Fetch the Bolt Cutters title track. Guys, I apologize. I'm a little bit like stuffed up today, so please bear with me here. Produced by Amy Aileen Wood and Fiona herself. Let's check it out. No music video. Sound check.
I've been thinking about when I was trying to be your friend. I thought it was then, but it wasn't. It wasn't genuine. I was just so furious, but I couldn't show you, cause I know you, and I know what you can do, and I don't want to war with you, I won't afford it. You get sore even when you win.
You kind of rapping there, dude. Damn.
You aim when you're on offense, but you kill when you're on defense, and you've got them all convinced that you're the means and the end. All the VIPs and PYTs and wannabes, afraid not being your friend.
What's a PYT?
I've always been too smart for that, but you know what? My heart was not. I took it like
Guys, this is kind of fucking cool. It's like spoken poetry. This is sick. The drums are a little bit different. Like I said, I thought it was like just sound check. They're testing all the little things just to see if they come through. But it's not. It was actually like the drum loop. I like that. It's very unique. It's different. But I do like when there's, you know, a drum pattern that has a rhythm. And it does have a rhythm, this one, but it's just, I feel like it's kind of lost. But I really like the spoken word aspect of this, like, this song. What did she say? Yeah, what's a PYT? VIP, everyone knows that. PYT, pretty young thing. Okay. Okay, interesting. Let's keep going.
afraid not being your friend. And I've always been too smart for that, but you know what? My heart was not. I took it like a kid, you see. The cool kids voted to get rid of me. I'm ashamed of what it did to me, what I let get done. It stole my fun, it stole my fun. Fetch the bolt cutters. I've been in here too long. Fetch
Where?
the bolt cutters. I've been in here too long. Fetch the bolt cutters.
The phrase "fetch the bolt cutters," which gives this song album its title, is borrowed from a line in the BBC miniseries The Fall. Gillian Anderson's character Stella Gibson says to fetch the bolt cutters to get through a locked door where the victim of a sex crime was kept. Is this actually like connected to the album? Or because like that's a TV show, right? Apple's ready to break out of the prison she allowed herself to live in. She sings, right? But I mean, the TV show, is it connected, or is that just someone saying that? She told the New Yorker, really what it's about is not being afraid to speak. Ooh.
I've been in here too long.
Kind of scary, though.
Fetch the bolt cutters. I'm singing so nice. About when I was trying to see your friend. I thought it was then.
At least he's trying.
It wasn't genuine. Fetch the bolt cutters. I've been in here too long.
There's a snare.
Fetch the bolt cutters. Whatever happens, whatever happens.
Guys, I don't mean anything like offensive when I ask this question, but does Fiona Apple, or did she like do drugs? Did she do drugs back in the day? Because this type of like sound, I feel like, is when people experiment with their music. And again, you don't need to do drugs to do that. But it just reminds me of like when Mac Miller kind of experimented with his music more. Like Faces, the mixtape, like he was on psychedelics all the fucking time. Like it's really bad. It's not a cool thing at all. But he was like just tripping out all the fucking time while he made that album. And there's some crazy sounds on that album. It's just really unorthodox. You know what I mean? And this is kind of like that. Not like that, but in the terms of it being unorthodox. So I wouldn't be surprised if like she took some LSD or something. You know, it's like, you know what? I want to cook up something that no one's ever made before. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's not like super psychedelic at all. It's not at all. But the uniqueness of it, where does that stem from? I'm very curious. It's really interesting.
Fetch the bolt cutters. I've been in here too long. Fetch the bolt cutters.
But string bent.
While I'd not yet found my bearings, those it girls hit the ground, comparing the way I was to the way she was, saying I'm not stylish enough and I cry too much, and I listened because hadn't found my own voice yet. So all I could hear was the noise that people make when they don't know shit. But I didn't know that yet. I grew up in the shoes they told me I could fill. When they came around, I would stand real still. A girl can roll her eyes at me and kill. I got the idea I wasn't real. I thought being blacklisted would be grist for the mill. Until I realized I'm still here. I grew up in the shoes they told me I could fill. Shoes that were not made for running up that hill. And I need
Is that a
to run up
reference?
that hill. I need to run up that hill. I will.
Hold on. What, dude, is this actually like true stuff from her life story? I grew up in the shoes they told me I could fill. A reference to having big shoes to fill. She's saying other people defined what she could be. Along with the later line, shoes that were not made for running uphill. She is saying that people around her defined her as weak and unable to face challenges. Huh. What's the other thing I was confused about? Blacklisted? From the mill? Like a mine? A line improvised while recording. She knew that it was good because it sounds embarrassing. It sounds bitter. I thought being blacklisted would be grist for the mill. Grist for the mill is a phrase that refers to something that is or will prove to be useful, advantageous. Therefore, this couplet means that she thought being blacklisted would bring some kind of relief, maybe from her experience of herself, but ultimately she found herself still here. Interesting. Blacklisted from life? I don't know what the blacklisted part. I mean, it's an improvised line, but I'm a little bit confused though. Still.
Cutters, I've been in here too long.
Dogs in the back.
Whatever happens. That's the bolt cutters. I've been in here too long. That's the bolt cutters. Whatever happens. That's the bolt cutters. Whatever happens. That's the bolt cutters. That's the bolt cutters.
I'll read that in a second.
That's the bolt cutters. That's the bolt cutters. That's the bolt cutters.
The voices. It's so creepy. All the different layers. You know what I mean? When people like do vocal layers, the main thing they do is harmonies, you know, different octaves and stuff. But like, I like that she's just doing different weird layers, you know, whispering and like all these creepy like. They're so scary. Was that with a British accent? No, wait, is she British? I forget. I think she is, isn't she? No. She. Those dogs. She's American. Okay. What is going on? It's still just recording. Oh, that's cool. Kind of like a behind the scenes moment. That was really cool, dude. So fucking different. So different. And again, it's kind of like that's just another unorthodox song. It's really interesting to hear. The TV show, okay, that's what I read earlier. Much like the whole record, the message to fetch the bolt cutters, get yourself out of the situation that you're in, whatever it is that you don't like. I mean, it's not that simple, right? Fetch the bolt cutters. You're in a, if you're like trapped in a place, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm sure the guy trapping you isn't gonna leave bolt cutters sitting around for you to escape, right? I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on this message of fetch the bolt cutters. Like, yeah, get yourself out of the situation when it's bad. True, I feel like that's obvious, but sometimes it's not that easy, and I feel like that's something everyone's kind of aware of. Well, hopefully. The song talks about her relationship with her self-image and how she was poorly judged in her early career as she found her own voice and didn't need to plead the media anymore. This is her response. She's the one to say, whatever happens, I'm still here. I fucking hate the media, dude. I hate when it comes down to like celebrities and the media. I'm so tired of that shit. They love just exploiting celebrities just because they're famous. Comments are you gonna load or here? I'm curious what the comments are saying. Actually, yeah, it's about breaking out of whatever prison you're allowed yourself to live in. Ah, like your own mental prison. That would make more sense than like a physical fucking, some guy kidnapped you and locked you in a freaking whatever. You built that prison for yourself or whatever it was built around you, and you just accepted it. The messages record is just fetch the fucking bolt cutters and get yourself out of the situation. Right. When I first heard this, I didn't know what it was called. I thought she was saying vegetable cutters. Fiona Apple? That's a fruit though. He says it's because dude, he didn't question it because Fiona Apple. That's a fruit. I wish Fiona knew how much she means to all of us. I love how she references her hero Kate Bush in the lyric, I need to run up that hill. Ah, cool. So it was. Is anyone else listening to this on repeat trying to build up the strength to leave an abusive relationship? See, that's one of those situations you can't just grab the bolt cutters or whatever and just leave. That's something that you're like mentally fucking manipulated into and like locked into. You know what I mean? Like that's a dangerous situation, dude. I just had my 57th birthday. Happy birthday 4 years ago. But I love this excellent, highly original music. I've been in here too long. I want to see people talking about the song and how it sounds. Everyone's talking about the message. I get it. I feel like we've talked enough about the message. I want to see people talk about the music, the spoken word aspect of this. You know what I mean? Like it's so interesting and no one's talking about it. Pristine, raw, pretty disruptive. I will always love you. This album has helped me get through the pandemic without it having a nervous breakdown. Break yourself free. My dog really doesn't like this song. The ending has made him so mad he won't shut up now. Because the dog, funny. After the apocalypse, just when you expected Jesus, Fiona Apple returned. I'm guessing this was pandemic era. No one is talking about the audio and like the production and just the vocals. Nothing. Everyone's just talking about the message or I love you or dude, please. I want to see some discussion on this. It's very interesting because like personally, it's not a song I would really ever like listen to. But I love hearing it and experiencing it because that's more of what it's like. It's not a banger. It's not a fucking... Honestly, you could put this on as like a thing when you're cleaning the house or something. That would fit. It's not like unlistenable. It's more of just an experience in my mind than a song. You know what I mean? Spoken word poetry with like a beat behind it. But still, really fucking cool. Very interesting song and really deep in a way as well. So, keep it elite, man. I will keep. What will I rate this track though? Like I said, it's not something I would like really listen to, but I'm glad I listened to it. It's really fun and really cool. And if she has more songs like this, where it's like experimental, unorthodox song structure, whatever, you know what I mean, spoken word, I want to hear those as well because it's really interesting. And it's kind of like a new world that you're just peeking into. So I'm yapping. Keep it elite, man. What am I rating this? I'll go like an 8.4. Dude, an 8.4 is really good for this because, like I said, it's an experience for me rather than like a song I want to listen to over and over again. But the experience was fucking awesome. So 8.4, dude. Really cool track, dude. Interesting.